Hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield. Alright guys, here's another LOTRO guide video on monster play, and today we're going to look at the Uruk-hai WarLeader. Ha ha ha! This is a fun one to play. They're the tank and healers. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It helps me out. Share with friends. Especially if you just check it out a little bit, just learned a little bit at the beginning of the video. Again, if you're ranking up in this game, in the Moors, my guys are all a little bit low ranked because I used to be a Freep player, not a Creep player. But if you're ranking up, you can get your look different. So this guy looks a little bit cooler than the average look because I'm actually pretty high rank on this guy. I believe I am rank, well, 3. It's not that high. I think the max rank is 15, I believe, still in this game. I don't know if they've increased that. That's a good thing to look up. Well, and here's the thing. I'm going to link a class guide from the LOTRO wiki for you guys on every single one of my class videos I'm making for monster players. So you can check those out and double check things and learn some more details, right? Because I'm just doing a small quick overlay of the characters. All right, so for this character, we're going to just talk about his abilities real fast and we'll do a little bit of learning. So what we have here is I have man tracking talisman. Well, this is something I actually bought, right? That I can track any human man within 140 meters will appear on your minimap, even when stealthed. So even if they're a burglar or something, which is pretty cool. Map to Gramsfoot, 1 minute cooldown. And then I've got crude map to the middle place, 30-minute cooldown. So I've got some upgrades in this guy because I've actually done some work on him. I've also got some immunities to stealth, stuns and stuff. I can use pots, but we have an ability that this is a similar ability that captains have, right? And boy, am I an ugly man here. I'm a little bit curious if the graphics system possibly is turning on, hold on, because we're in the PvP zone, if it's turning on the bad graphics for PvP. Let me just double check. I don't see that option. Sometimes they will disable good graphics for, maybe it's just this guy's got an ugly mug, you know? Maybe just not as nice looking as the free peoples. Don't give him a hard time. He's probably a nice looking lad compared to the rest of the Uruk-hai, that's why he's a leader. Alright. Anyway, so for this ability, Banner of Terror, it's a lot like the captains on the Freep side. It's a terrible banner, strikes fear into your enemies, weakening their resolve. Does this opposite thing than the captains, though. They throw it down, and basically, if they come into this square, next to this really scary banner that has some nice looking, well, those aren't very nice looking, they're skulls of some humans or something. Alright, yeah, but anyway, Banner of Terror. What does it do? Duration 2 minutes. It removes their tactical mastery by a whole ton. 27,000. Oh wait, 272,000. I take it back. Holy moly, that's a lot. Takes away 20,000 might, negative 10% tactical damage, melee damage, range damage. Their in-combat moral regeneration goes way down, and in-combat power regen. So it's pretty darn bad to fight in this, right? So it's a pretty big debuff to your enemies. Now we also have things. We have March, which is the out of combat that all of the creeps have, right? We have Field Promotion. You single out an ally being a creep, right, to support and protect them in the midst of battle, reducing incoming damage by 90% for 8 seconds. This is amazingly powerful. It's basically a bubble shield. It's probably one of the most powerful defensive abilities in the game. So basically, let's see if I could just find someone to put it on. Will it work on this guy? I think I can only use it on actual other creep players. I don't think I use it on NPCs. So I might not be able to demonstrate because I don't think anyone's on right now in this battle side. Or they're out in the middle of the field battling somewhere, which is probably the case because one of these was not Freeps a little while ago. They do change sometimes by themselves, the main bases, but usually you have to capture all of these to change them, right? And then the 2 main ones are in the corners, and then there's a little village down here of Horwell, I believe it's called, right? Yeah, Hor Hollow. Basically, it's it's a hobbit town. Don't ask, but the creep side gate quest, like, collect hobbit feet. I know it's horrible. Well, moving on. That's why I don't play creep slut. That's a joke. That's half a joke, guys. You can laugh. Alright. I mean, it's not really very super funny, but moving on. So, Crack the Whip. So I can't show you Field Promotion, but Crack the Whip's a good one. I can target myself with this. It's basically I slap him in the heel. Wait, what? But yeah, so basically it's a big heal, right? And I can target myself or anyone else. If I'm not collecting anyone, it hits myself, right? It's basically a heal, pretty awesome. Quit whining and fight, right? So this one's really cool, max 6 targets. The next, exhort your desire, your allies, restoring some of their health, healing all allies within the radius. So everyone around me gets a big heal, basically. Everyone will get that heal, like all like 6 players around me in my raid tribe party or fellowship. I don't know what they call it on the creep side. I can't remember right now. It's like a horde or something. I don't know. Moving on. So, Aura of Command. I'm pretty sure you just leave this on. Yeah, so this just actually stays on all the time. This is an aura. When the fight has begun, your commanding aura allows your allies to fight more viciously. Aura affects group members within 20 meters. They get 25% increased melee damage, faster attack duration by 10%, and it's a 5-second cooldown when you turn it off. But it lasts forever. Just sits on you and everyone around you in 20 meters. Then you got Aura of Protection. You can put this on instead of that one, I believe. Yep, it's a switch one. So Aura of Protection, when the fight begins, your aura strengthens your allies defending against attacks. Auras, they get a bunch of armor and 5% increased maximum health for within 20 meters. I don't think these stack. So like if you have 2 war leaders, I do not believe they stack. But you could have 1 war leader with Aura Command on and 1 with Protection, and they would both work together then. Because you only have 1 on per war leader. I believe that's how it works. Then we got Mobilize. While out not in combat, you and your nearby allies can run faster. 30% out of combat movement speed. This is kind of like what hunters give the fellowships, right, on the creep side. So basically everyone gets faster movement. I don't think... Yeah, it does. Okay, so interesting. So I have March, which is 25% out of combat, but this is actually better. This is 35%, and you can't have both on. So, and this gives it to your whole team. So there's really no point for me to have March, which is kind of funny. And then, on your feet, max 5 targets. This is insane. I don't think there's any... I'm trying to think right now. Do minstrels have a mass res? I don't think they do. Like when they get people that have been defeated on the ground. These guys have a mass res. 5 targets within 20 meters. You bellow a harsh command, enabling up to 5 nearby defeated allies to rise at very low health. So the targets receive 60%. Oh, well, they get the 60% of their health and mana back. Their power and morale. So you cast this, everyone around me that was defeated is now up. It's a rather long cooldown. Well, it's 2 minutes. It's not that long. But holy moly, is that strong, all right? So there are a lot of just buffing and healing going on. Now, for their attack abilities, they have Intimidating Shout, a Frost Terrifying Battle Roar to weaken certain and morale of your foes. Shadow Damage applies to target on crit and Devastating Crit. They get a 40% reduced slow if it crits. So let's roar at this guy. So he didn't get a slow because it didn't crit, but it is a range. And then I've got Cleave. You swing your weapon at your target. Just a basic cleave. It's at one single target. And then I have Fracture. You are capable of drawing an enemy's attention to yourself with this attack. Fracture can also interrupt induction skills. So I believe it is high aggro, which means it helps you tank against NPCs if you're doing, like, there are raids in the PvP zone for the creeps can do. But also at the same time, you can interrupt inductions for creatures or creeps on the other side. Oh, so there. See, that time I crit, and if you look now, he's got a 40% reduction in slow because that roar crit. See, he's slowed now. All right. There you go, you guys. You basically got it. Gonna increase my damage with my... Whoa. You're a bad leech. Man, these guys are... Again, these guys are more of a tank healer. They're not high damage like the other characters, as you can see. And of course, I am rather lower level, and I haven't done any work on this guy in like 2 years, so... I did that too. But again, check out the links in the description. I will put one on the WarLeader and the Monster Player modes. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button right there. And there's another video in this playlist, and then our main playlist at LOTRO Tale. Please check that one out too. It's where you actually get to, I can do voiceovers, and you get to be with your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield. So I'll see you in the next episode, guys, and you have a wonderful day in Middle Earth.